Did you know that selecting the wrong bed for your lash studio can have an impact on your bottom line? Yeah, it sure can. There are a lot of things that can impact the bottom line, but the lash bed is definitely one of those. In this video, I'm going to share with you a little piece of Lash Intensive where I go over the pros and cons of the different bed types so that you can make an informed decision based on your needs and your budget. Let's go ahead and watch the segment of Lash Intensive.
Client bed comparison. This is the first piece of furniture you will want to select. Select a bed that you can roll your chair underneath to get close to your client's head. If you have to lean over, this will stress your back, shoulders, neck, elbows, and wrists, as we discussed in the ergonomics section. Avoid purchasing a bed that has to be covered with fabric. Never work in pain. Flat massage table. Flat beds provide no support for the client's back. An hour after lying down, it's difficult for clients to sit up without assistance. Many clients have back issues and cannot lay comfortably flat. If you need to use a flat bed temporarily, then make sure to buy a bolster to place under your client's knees. Massage tables prevent your legs from moving under the bed, causing improper work posture. Actually, this one looks like you could get your knees underneath. However, many have a pull right here that will prevent you from being able to scoot in underneath. Hydraulic table. Hydraulic beds easily adjust to your client's height. Clients can comfortably sit and then lay back. The bed can be raised to a comfortable working position for you. Many clients have back issues and cannot lay comfortably flat. If you need to use a flat bed, then make sure you buy a bolster to place under the client's knees. Upon completion of the service, the bed is lowered and the client can safely move off the bed. Facial chair. Facial chairs have more adjustment options than beds. Chairs are more comfortable for clients with back issues and have armrests, unobstructed access to position your knees under the client, and it's easy to sanitize. Zero gravity. This is comfortable for the client. However, it is not an ideal setup for the lash stylist. You will have to bend over in order to get close enough to see your client's lashes. The angle at which you will work to attach extensions to the eyelashes will create neck issues, pressure in your eyes, and pressure on your back, and you will burn out quickly. And if you do one of these zero gravity, make sure it's leather and you're not doing a cloth. Dental chair. Dental chairs are ideal because they are motorized to lay the client back and then raise them up into a seated position, preserving the client's back. This chair gives you unobstructed access to the client's lashes and gives you an ideal working position without muscle strain. These beds are sturdy and easy to sanitize, and you can usually find these out there on the internet or check with dentist office to see if they have old beds for sale.
I wanted to go ahead and do an insert here. A few years back, I bought one of these massage tables just in case there was a power outage at work, since I have an electric dental bed, because power has gone out in the building before and I had to cancel my appointments that day. Had I had a working bed, it wouldn't have been an issue. I had a couple of clients that lived close to me, so rather than driving into Old Town Scottsdale, my clients would just come to my home and I would lash them there. This bed actually was a very comfortable bed. The bed seemed sturdy when they were getting off and on the bed. The client said they felt sturdy and they felt comfortable. And the one thing I did like about this bed, you don't connect this thing here. I think it's when they're on their stomach and their arms are laying in front of them. Maybe this is an arm holder. But this neck right here, this actually came out and I was able to lay the head flat. And the clients said their head felt very comfortable. And the great thing about this was I was able to get my knees underneath here and then have the client's head positioned basically over my lap so that I didn't have to bend over to reach them. My supplies were sitting here on a rolling cart next to the bed. This is a great bed if you're just looking to get started that's sturdy. When your clients are getting off of this bed, make sure to help them up. There are many people out there that have back issues, especially lower back issues. When they are laying flat for a long time, it hurts their back to get back up, and there's nothing more embarrassing than trying to squiggle your way back up. Also, there are clients that have some abdomen issues and they are not able to put a lot of strain onto their abdomen. That's another reason why you're going to want to help them up. If you cannot do an electric bed, because there are electric esthetician beds out there that are wonderful, they're well made, and they're perfect for this. This is a great, inexpensive alternative that I highly recommend. And I will link that down at the bottom of this video because it looks exactly like the same bed that I purchased. I actually have it here in this room where I'm recording. And you can see that this bed has 80% 5-star. And it comes in a few different, okay, now this one you don't want because this bar here, you are not going to be able to get your legs underneath. And this one will work right here because you can get your legs underneath, but do not do the one with the aluminum legs. It's not going to be comfortable for you. The objective is to have the client's head basically in your lap so that you are working in a comfortable, upright position. And with me having a back injury from years ago, it used to be very difficult for me just to like wash the bathtub and do a lot of cleaning. With this bed here, I could literally lash all day and it will not fatigue my back and my neck. This bed is a great alternative to a dental chair. This chair, you can sit it up and lay it back. You will have plenty of room right here for your knees to sit underneath the client's head. You're able to sit them up without them putting strain on their back or their abdomen. You are able to raise and lower this chair to the height so it's safe for them to sit on the bed and step off of the bed. If you have the wrong bed setup, you will lose clients. Clients with back issues, they are not going to lay down on a massage table. Their back cannot handle it. If they have some neuropathy going on with their feet and they cannot feel the floor when they stand up, they are not going to feel safe jumping off of a massage table. Therefore, they are not going to return. One thing that you want to make sure is the demographic of the clients that you are serving. When they're in their 40s and 50s, there's going to be women going through periopause. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's hell. It's hell before you go into menopause. And I suffered through this pure hell. If it's a guy listening, plug your ears. No, actually, if it's a guy listening, he needs to hear this if he's opening up a lash studio. If you have clientele who are going to be going through periopause, you want to have a bed that is going to lift them up. Because this is going to sound gross, but when they put pressure onto their abdomen to sit up, it can be so heavy that it can just be like Niagara Falls in a second. Your client, if she is going through that and she's having a very heavy day and she knows that she's going to be laying on your bed, she's not going to come in for her appointment. She's going to reschedule or cancel until this hell is over with. This is something that's important to consider when you are selecting a bed because you just don't know what medical conditions your clientele could be going through. I just wanted to include that and we'll get back to the video. As you can see, this chair right here on Amazon, it has 174 ratings and it's 90% 5 stars. This bed looks like it's an excellent bed and it comes in different colors. You can even put the legs down. This is a really nice bed, actually. This is probably better than my dental chair. I definitely recommend investing in a really good bed. You want to keep you safe and keep your client safe. My cousin Shirley, who is the one who introduced me to lash extensions years ago, told me she stopped getting lash extensions. She could no longer keep up with her fills because of her back issues. She just couldn't do it anymore on a massage table. There was a gal that I used to go to over in Gilbert. She did a great job on my lashes. She charged more than me. And she used a massage table and she would never help me up off of the table. And it was really difficult for me to get off of the table because after laying there for an hour, my lower back, it almost felt like it was displaced and she would never help me up. And then I would have to jump off of the bed. And when I got there, I'd have to kind of like jump onto the bed. So that's why I'm saying your bed is so very important to your business in the future. If you can invest in an electric bed, I highly recommend this bed. I will put the link down below simply because I don't know that you're going to find another bed that's going to have nearly 5-star with 174 ratings. And it comes in 3 different color options, it looks like. Looks like you have a gray and white, black on black, and then you have white on white. Perfect. And it looks like you might get a discount if you are purchasing 3 beds. Invest in a good bed. And if you cannot afford one of these beds, do try that pink bed, but make sure that you don't have the bed up too high for the clients to get off of. And just make sure you're always helping the clients sit up from after their lash appointment, because you just never know. What did you think about that? That was kind of interesting, wasn't it? There are so many different places out there where you can purchase a bed. You don't necessarily have to purchase a brand new one. You can try places like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. I'm sure there's way more out there in your local area. I just can't think of them right now. I purchased my dental chair 10 years ago on Craigslist from a dentist office that was getting rid of all of their old dental chairs. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Wow. Time's gone by fast. I hope the pros and cons were beneficial for you so that you can make an informed decision as to which bed that you are going to purchase for your lash studio or which bed you're going to upgrade to next. Comment below with any questions that you have. Is there anything that you would like me to cover? I most likely have it covered here in Lash Intensive. This is not a lash workshop and it's not a lash certification. This is a mentoring where I'm sharing everything that I've learned the last 11 years as a lash stylist and 10 years having my own lash studio. Lash Intensive is more than just a lash workshop. It's a foundation.
Click the notification bell.